Hello, guys, and welcome back to another episode of While We Play here on the GamesAid channel. And today we are joined by Blue Tango Street, um, and we're going to be playing their cute game Sips and Sonnets. I was lucky enough to meet them at the Not a Nordic event, and I felt connected to their game, and their game resonates a lot to what the work that we do at GamesAid. So I feel why not bring them on to our YouTube series and play their game? So thank you again, guys, for joining me and taking time out of your day. If you just want to give a small, brief introduction to Blue Tango and the game we're about to play.
Lovely. Yes. So my name is Bayan. I founded Blue Tango Street, small indie game studio. I'm a game producer and I handle all the logistical side of things and the technical side of things. I can be a programmer sometime. And
I'm Omar. I handle the more creative side, as she refers to it. I'm more focused on narrative design and game design, but I can also do music composition and very rough concept art if we're very desperate.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, just from the look at your guys' game, I really like the style of the art and the character design. Um, it's a really cute game. There's not much times where I've gone and played a game with your guys' style, so I'm really excited to jump into it and give it a go and basically just to see what it's all about. Is there like a small description of what you guys would say Sips and Sonnets is all about?
Yes. Essentially, you play as a British old lady who decided to retire, turn the ground floor of her house into a tea shop. That is not very profit driven. She just wants company. And she gets clientele every day who come in and she chats with them and serves them tea. And then she draws inspiration from those customers to then write her poem, which she is making as a gift for her friend who's coming back from travel.
Oh, that's sweet. Okay, so a lot of heartfelt moments and resonating with the characters. So yeah, I'm super excited to jump into it. So yeah, let's get ready. All right, so here we go, guys. We're at Sips and Sonnets, Meadows Tea Room. So yeah, obviously already off the bat, I love the art style. I'm assuming most of or all of the art style is all drawn and made by you guys.
We hired people for the art side. That's our team's kind of shortfall. We're good at pretty much everything else, but when it comes to visuals, I draw like a middle schooler.
but
Yeah,
also
yeah.
the artist did a fantastic job with we shared with her the premise of the game, and she's the one who suggested the watercolor palette feel to it to give it more extra coziness.
Yeah.
Which was actually a follow-up to the previous iteration, which was tea stain
Oh,
themed.
Oh, I
But
see.
everything being brown and white kind of didn't feel right when we were trying to code it, so we decided with watercolor instead.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, yeah. It really works with the theme and look, and obviously with the tea room and the tea stain kind of like watercolor, that also matches really well with your style. So yeah, let's jump in. Run away. We're running away.
Under boughs and gold canaries, branches reaching for their kin. Wishfully, I sigh and tarry, waiting for your merry grin. Colours jive across the sky as heavens shake their golden plumes at candy clouds and passers-by. The only missing thing is you.
I love that little poem. Okay, and you guys
he wrote.
you wrote the poem. That's really sweet. Okay.
It's been voiced by the incredible Bethan Dixon Bate, known as the Lich-ish queen from Baldur's Gate 3, leader of the
Oh.
Githyanki. That's the one, yeah.
Oh wow.
Um, yeah, she's an incredible talent to work with.
That's amazing. Okay, here we go. So press left click to advance the dialogue. Okay.
This is the start of a poem I wrote when I was still a young girl. I remember it vividly. I was waiting for my friend Esme in the park after school. It was a Friday.
I do recognize her
My
voice.
family had just relocated here in Midsmouth. She was the first
When we
friend
first
I
spoke
made
to
at
her,
that school,
she
and
asked
the
us about the
same week.
role that we were
Making
auditioning her
friends
for.
makes a new
And when we
place
told her
feel
it's
like
just
home a whole
a
lot
nice old
faster.
lady making tea for people, she was like, oh,
Invited
thank
me to the
goodness.
park.
I got so tired
I
of
got
doing
there
battle
first,
shouts and
so I sat by a
casting,
tree
like,
and
spells
waited.
and whatever. She
Oh,
just wanted a break
how
from the
I
magical
waited.
and the mundane, I guess.
So much
Yeah.
time had passed, I thought she was never going to show up. I almost missed the last bus home later that evening. But just when I thought about dusting off my skirt and leaving, Esme came running up the park hill with that big toothy smile of hers. It turned out she was busy preparing a picnic basket, one rife with goodies, and a thermos of piping hot Earl Grey. That was
You'll
the
hear
best
about
day
tea a
of my
lot in this
life.
game.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That tree became our tree. That park, our park. But what really made that day special was when I showed the poem to Esme. She cried until her cheeks glistened. I feared I made her feel guilty about being late, but she said they were tears of joy. Despite all the poem's flaws, Esme practically begged me to write more. So I did. That memory shaped who I was to become.
Interesting.
We stayed friends after school, but eventually she had to move.
As
You know how
life
life
happens.
is. It likes to whisk your dearest friends to the most remote of places.
Mhm.
But what luck!
Yes.
Esme is visiting again.
No way.
We haven't seen each other in an age.
Let's
I would
go.
love nothing more than to swing the door to my tea shop wide open when she arrives.
Sweet. I guess you guys like tea too?
We
Oh,
learned to like it.
We've
reminisce
grown
for
much
hours,
more fonder
I'm
of it as a
sure.
result.
All right. Okay.
Part of our process of making this game involved us having to do research on tea, which
Okay.
appropriately we did at the John Keats Library in Hampstead.
Mhm.
And there's so much about tea we took for granted that we had no idea about. And it's all detailed in the game, hidden somewhere,
Another
either in dialogue or
lovely
in some
day.
kind of notebook that you could read.
Okay, I see. Okay, here we
We
go.
went we went from drinking black tea and green tea to like 10 different kinds of tea right now.
There's so many different kinds of tea. It's actually quite unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I just stuck with the normal either Earl Grey or English breakfast tea. And there's like hundreds and hundreds of more different types. Yeah, there's a lot to explore, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Okay, wait, we have a visitor.
Ah!
Who's this?
I will choke that little bogey.
Bogey. The voice for this one.
Goodness.
Uh,
Well, that
She
is quite the
she turned out to be a
entrance.
fan favorite when we kind of started playtesting the voice with people.
Okay.
She I think was either sick at the time and had a natural husk to her voice or something. But funnier still, the only time she could have recorded this for us was on like a Greek tropical island where she was doing some kind of performance there.
She was part of a performance company.
Yeah.
And we didn't have time to record together in London. So we told her, she said, okay, I'll just take my microphone with me. I was like, cool. I'll just
Hey.
do it remote.
Yeah. She packed the wrong USB cable, so she had to go get a new one. There you could hear seagulls in the background. It was like very low quality audio, like raw data, but after a lot of like mixing and editing, and we managed to make it
And it matched
audible.
the personality of the character. as well.
Yes. I'm
Yeah.
not so sure about the seagulls.
Yeah, I was gonna say it does kind of match the personality of the character as she's portraying. But yeah, I guess that's the thing with voice acting. You can kind of just bring your mic anywhere you're going, and as long as you've got somewhat of a soundproof room where the quality of the audio is decent, you can kind of take it on the go wherever you are.
Yeah. You can keep playing. I was gonna just add the
Promise.
soundproofing just makes it so much easier for a sound engineer. Please soundproof your voice actors' rooms.
Can I stay here for a bit?
Of course. Would you like me to brew you some tea while you wait?
Oh, she sounds like she's in
Tea
distress.
works wonders for passing the time.
It really does.
No, sorry. I'm not a tea kind of girl.
Oh, we get options now. Okay, cool. Ask what's wrong, I guess.
Say, would you care to talk about what's troubling you?
Nothing's troubling me.
Surely.
The young woman seemed hesitant to speak freely.
Oh, we have another voice actor now. Okay.
Whatever she's going through feels personal.
I'll be very
or even
transparent. We didn't have a narrator in the game until like the last couple of months of development.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Just to fill in some kind of narrative gaps that you couldn't kind of infer from looking at the characters, and it made a big difference.
So after we had a cast for all the characters, I needed
Yeah.
one more for the narrator.
Yeah. After all the characters you already have, you was like, we need to add one more. Let's add some more work for us to do for the game.
but also it was actually a suggestion from the lady who voiced this character.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, yeah. I'll tell you more about the voice acting in a bit.
Yeah.
Funny story.
No, I was gonna say like it's such a breath of fresh air when you play dialogue games or games of this similar style, and there isn't any voice acting. You kind of have to just read along the whole game yourself. So it's really lovely to have the lines read for you, I guess, for a change.
Right.
Yeah. I remember a couple of streamers saying, "Oh, thank God, I don't have to
Welcome
read the whole
stay
thing out
here
loud."
As long as you like.
Yeah, especially if you have like dyslexia like myself, and you know it takes longer to read lines and stuff like that.
Thank you, miss.
Have I not seen you before?
Maybe you have. I run around the neighborhood every morning. My name's Cassie. Cassie Bones.
Cassie Bones, okay.
I pass by this street a lot, but I haven't been in here before.
Nice to meet you. I'm Meadows, or Matilda if you like.
Such an old lady's name.
And I get it. Not a tea kind of girl. You'll hear no judgment from me.
Inside, she's like, I'm gonna have to turn her into a tea girl.
I wasn't
Yeah.
always into tea either.
Oh, there we go then.
My schoolmate at the time, Esme, poured me some. I remember it was quite chilly. One cup was just the thing I needed. I've been on the stuff ever since.
And now you run this place. After all that time, huh? That's some serious commitment.
All that time, friends can influence us. Do you have a friend you cherish?
Do you have a friend you could say influenced you a lot?
Does the dialogue options have any kind of like choices that's like important to the way the game is played, or it's kind of just
Yes. So one thing I don't like about a lot of games that have dialogue options, and I understand that it's a scoping problem, is that kind of the dialogue converges at the choice. Then you have a couple of lines, and then you kind of converge back.
right.
And if that branches out further and further, it could get into a point where you're just making a whole new game again.
Yeah.
So we kind of assessed the dialogue choices and thought which of these are consequential and could actually lead to more conversations, and which one of them kind of it would make, like even in a real scenario, you could just kind of pivot back to what the main topic was. So there are choices that kind of lead to entire conversations that could last 5 to 10-ish minutes, and some of them even affect the ending, and there are multiple endings.
Hmm.
Yeah. Audrey. We sat next to each other all 12 years of school.
Where is she now?
She got accepted at a university in France.
Oh, that's what happened to my friend.
I helped her pack. We text every
Really?
day.
Yeah, one of my old school friends in primary. I think it was like year 6, and we were best friends all the way through primary until like the last year of primary school. and then his mum had to move to America. So he moved
Oh.
all the way to America, and it was really sad because it was like my best friend leaving me to go to America. So, yeah, I still have him as a friend on Facebook, but we don't talk anymore. So, yeah, friendships like that happen, I guess.
If she were here, I wouldn't be
Yeah.
blaming you right now, miss.
Oh, not at all, love.
It's, my little brother, Carlos.
Pardon?
The reason I'm hiding here, he's caught something from school, a nasty cold or something.
So you friends are a t-shirt.
Now he's like a sneeze machine.
Is he okay? You left him alone at home? I get nervous around sick people too.
You left the poor boy at home?
He's like 13, he's gonna be fine.
Okay.
Besides, my mum's there too.
I was like, wait, how old is this? How old is her little brother?
This is like the worst possible time for me to get sick.
It's always the worst time to get sick.
Oh. Have you got an essay coming up?
No, I go to LIPA. Heard of them?
I was going to say, she hasn't mentioned her age
The
yet.
League of Excellence in Athletics and Performing Arts.
Why, yes, I have.
I'm just going to say, yes, you have. let's stir the pot a little bit.
Quite a big thing, I hear.
That's the one. I used to run track back in high school, and LIPA offered me a fully paid training program.
Oh, wow.
They got us in touch with genuine athletes and trained by industry professionals, not to mention a monthly stipend.
That's lovely.
It is. I can't believe I'm running for a living. I couldn't feel more alive. But we have a big milestone coming up soon. If I catch a cold now, well, at best I'll have to wait for the next milestone. I'd be months behind everyone else.
That's not what you
I
want.
see.
We had
I
a lot
don't
of
know
people
what to
asking
do.
if LIPA was a real thing.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it is.
Well, you made it
No-
sound very
no
convincing.
pressure at all.
But was there one time when
Not
someone actually
really.
like stopped playing and
Well,
Googled it and
Yeah.
found nothing?
Yes.
Yeah. Man, that sounds like a great program. I want to join that. No, it's not
Yeah.
real.
Ginger is incredible for your immune system.
Oh, it is.
Seeing as you run for a living, it's also great for muscle soreness. Plus, it has a nice little burn to it, of which I'm quite fond. Would you care for some? It's on me.
I don't want to impose.
It's a great business offering free tea.
You gotta give him a free sample first.
Yeah. Just a little taste. You can pay me back, or I don't run this place for profit. Ooh. Oh, this is a tricky question here. I'll go for the
Come
first because I'm a
now.
nice old
If I
lady.
was trying to make a fortune, I wouldn't be running a
Yes.
tea shop.
Well, if you're sure, I'd like some ginger tea, please. And thank you.
It's interesting how a character that you're playing or is already been given to you, and their character traits, how you feel like you should be acting in a way where it's given you're being given choices to make or actions to do. Otherwise, I would have been like, you can pay me later.
Yes.
It's kind of. Can I ramble?
Yes.
Is that okay?
Yeah, of course. I'll make this ginger tea while you ramble.
All right. So, I was always kind of growing up and writing, like curious why kind of youth and young protagonists are the hot thing. Everyone wanted to make their main character someone who's like 19 years old or 25 or something. There's so few older protagonists. Like I can only think of Agatha Christie's Miss Marple, maybe. And I realized that people like younger protagonists because they represent potential. They could turn into anything.
Right.
They still have their whole lives ahead of them, and change is exciting. And as a kind of a contrast, older people they've already realized their potential or maybe failed at it.
Right.
But that in itself, it can be a powerful conveyance of storytelling, because you could see someone who's old and say, what led them to become the person they are now? and you can kind of get those as trickles throughout the story. That's why I think older protagonists are severely undervalued.
Yeah, I feel that when you're being given a character to play as, in comparison to making your own character, you're obviously, the way that you would choose things when you've made the character yourself, you can go about the choices your own way. But then when you're given a character like this one, you're like slightly now having to think a little bit more carefully about the choices you're making because of the character that you're supposed to be portraying. Obviously you still have the options to do whatever you like we had those two options, but I felt more inclined to be like, oh, it's fine, don't worry about it.
Oh yeah. I think I should mention in oh yeah, so I think yeah, you got it. When we playtest a game with dialogue, we've noticed that when playtesting, 80% of people will say, I'll do this because it feels like the right thing to do, or this is what this character would do. And then 20% are the absolute chaos gremlins who are like, I want to break this game and make everyone die if I can. And they'll giggle doing it the whole time.
Yeah.
And they're both worth catering to, right?
Yeah, I guess you got to cater to the people that like to be good people in video games, and then people that not so good, like the good and evil kind of aspect to choices in games.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so we made the tea. Let's see if she likes it.
Holy, this burns!
Oh no, okay, wait.
But in a good way.
Alright, there we go.
That's part of its appeal.
Still, I can't believe I never had this before. Thank you, miss.
Anytime, love.
Make a cuppa.
Say, those knickknacks you got there look really nice. Where'd you get them from?
Oh, all over. I travelled quite a bit, and I always liked bringing something back as a reminder. Which one caught your eye the most?
Oh right, this is what I was like. What's knickknacks? But it's just like ornaments, I guess. Which one would catch my eye the most? The turtle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, statistically speaking.
Yes.
Is that the one that most people normally go for straight away?
Yes.
On level 1, yes.
Oh, okay. I got this beautiful
I
little
think...
tortoise figurine from India. Oh wow! Soon after my job started taking me overseas, I was fond of my time there. My conversations introduced me to ideas thousands of years old, but entirely new to me. It's all embodied in this cute wood carving right here. Should I tell that story? It is a bit sad. Oh. Sure. I hope this doesn't get too emotional. Oh, here we go.
Let's see if I can recall that folktale.
So I'm assuming each ornament has kind of like a backstory to it from her travels.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's
and some
cool.
of them, a couple of stories.
A terrible drought was looming, one that would threaten to drain a great lake. The fishes and the frogs sensed this and began migrating down the river, lest they be trapped. However, the tortoise stubbornly refused to leave, proclaiming, "The lake is my only home, as it was my mother's and her mother before her." Well, soon the drought came, and the lake was dried and barren.
Oh no.
The tortoise burrowed, biding her time, waiting for the drought to end. It just so happened that a Buddhist aspirant was gathering clay nearby. He struck the earth with his spade, accidentally shattering the tortoise's shell.
What?
Fatally wounded, the tortoise said with her dying breath, "I wish I had left. I wish I had followed the river with everyone else. But here I lay, broken, in my mother's home and her mother before her."
Oh, that's sad.
The aspirant took the remains of the tortoise to his followers and shared with them what happened. He hoped they would learn what the tortoise had learned all too late. We have legs, not roots. When life beckons you, you either move on and flourish, or stay put and wilt. Some people believe this is why tortoises and turtles have a shattered pattern on their shells.
I'm sorry. I think there's something in my eye.
Ah.
Give me a minute. You're so cool. I wish I walked in here sooner.
Oh, that's cool. She finds her cool.
The two spent the rest of the morning.
That story
in
was from a
conversation.
real Buddhist folktale. Well, it's not real, but it is in the sense that people tell it here in real life.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that was
There
quite
you
an
go.
interesting story.
Every so often, the young athletes' laughter would nearly shake the cups off their shelves. Miss Meadows hadn't had a customer like her in quite a while.
Oh, it's getting nighttime. Over the years, I filled the stairwell up to my bedroom with cherished memories. A framed collage of my life, role models, friends, and some of my favorite art. I like to examine some of them from time to time to reminisce. I'll get to choose one. What one do I like the look of the most? Maybe this one. During the few years I spent living in London, I used to frequent the George. I heard the pub is so old, Shakespeare himself might have once enjoyed a meal there. So did Dickens, and then again. Where didn't Dickens have a beer? Oh, family portrait? My classmates and I threw a party after we finished secondary school. You can see how proud of ourselves Esme and I were. We had a lot of fun arranging it. That's a cool picture. On the other side of me was Sandy. She ate all the cake. This big one. The Corfian made by Joseph Wright. This is a recreation, of course. I cannot afford the original. The young man fell asleep against the wall. He was tired and had a long journey the next day. So his lover, Depudis, carefully traced the outline of his shadow onto the wall. That's why she could have something to remind her of him while he's away. Something about this playful yarning always moves me. Are these two flashing for a reason? Like,
They're the only obligatory ones.
oh, okay. So you have the option to look at all of them, but those two are the
Yes.
main ones to move on with the story. This is the expose that made my career. The massive amounts of taxpayers' money that Henry Whitmore embezzled and was so close to sending offshore. If there were one thing of which I am proud of having achieved in all my life, it would be not letting that horrid man get away with his crimes. Ooh. I wrote this poem when I was still in school. I was waiting for my friend in the park after class. It was a Friday. Well, you know the rest of the story.
So this is actually part of the poem
Okay.
that was played at the very beginning, and we wanted a beautiful handwriting for it. So it happened that during the time we were working on this part of the game, we had people stay at our place. We were hosting some of my friends from the US, and one of them had a beautiful handwriting.
Oh,
So I
okay.
told her, write this for us.
That's so
yeah,
sweet.
yeah, yeah.
She
So
has
many people
lovely.
collaborated on different stuff on the wall here.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it's just a lovely handwriting. Should I read it? Yes. Under bows and gold canaries branches reaching from their kin. Wishfully I sigh and tarry, waiting for your merry grin. Colours jive across the sky as heavens shake their golden plumps. At candy clouds and pass by, the only missing thing is you. Finally, my friend, you've come, with passing time and glee in tow. Let's turn our sandwich to crumbs as we laugh at all we know. Away, away, we wade like air. Away, away, we truth and dare. Away, away, we're paper thin. Don't wait for your life to begin, because life waits for you, for no one. It's on you to give her chase. So give her chase. I like that. It's motivational.
It's framed, and it's supposed to be on kind of like a notebook from like her school supplies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Off to my room. Okay.
As Miss Meadows settled in for a quiet evening, there was a gentle knock on her bedroom door.
Oh, she still lives with someone.
Come in.
Look at this maid.
The nurse
Oh, it's the
entered
nerd.
the room with a confident walk and gave Miss Meadows a brief but chilling glare.
Okay.
How was your day?
Acceptable.
Okay, she doesn't sound too nice.
The nurse's face barely moved when she spoke, as if she wore a mask of porcelain.
Last week she replaced my old nurse, Helen, who just retired. Not a very talkative young woman, is she?
Your dose, miss.
Alright, no like, hello, or how are you doing, or just straight into
I
it?
I want to tell a very quick story. So the lady who voiced the first customer, I actually met her I met her mom in a dance class. So I was in a dance class, and one of the students asked me, "What do I do beside dancing?" And I told her I make video games.
That's
And
cool.
she said, "Oh, my daughter is a voice actor, and she wants to get into video games. She does films and movies." I said, "Yeah, sure." And then we met her, and then we told her, do you know, can you recommend someone who can voice this nurse character? And she said, "I have the perfect person for you." It's her best friend.
Oh,
So,
okay. I guess like the likeness of people in real life you've kind of portrayed, or they've helped accentuate
yeah, it
your
was really
characters here.
difficult to. Yeah, it was really difficult to find some, like, even to pitch being this nurse.
Right.
But when she read her
Script.
character, yes, the script was like, yep, my friend would agree to this immediately. So it was really fun. Like for some characters, we had to hunt for people and do auditions, and for some of them, we just went to a dance class and met the mom and
That's cool.
one
It's
another.
funny how things happen, I guess, in life.
Yeah.
But it's all
Yeah,
worked out. It was like meant to be, I guess.
What was your
Oh,
name
yeah.
again, love?
The narrator was like someone we met who knows them as well.
Yeah.
And it was a last minute thing where we were like, "Oh, bye, have a good night." And then it was like, "Oh, by the way, do you want to voice the narrator for our character?" And he's like, "Sure."
Yes.
That's
It
cool.
was that was the agreement.
Yes.
Plath. Liliane Plath.
Liliane Plath.
Well, nice to meet.
Your dose, miss.
She didn't get to finish a sentence.
Go on ahead.
It still says new nurse, even though she's told us her name.
Yes, and the previous character was named Athletic Lady, even though she told you her name as well.
Oh, interesting. Hold this hand to draw the dose. How much are you supposed to be giving? 150. Oh, that's too much. Go back. Can I go back?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Click the dot. Okay. There you go. Okay.
That's how we appeal to the people who, you know,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
want to go to the immediately.
Oh yeah. The moment they saw that they could go over 150, they just filled that bad boy up to the
No.
brim.
We are done.
Is that it?
Thank you, dear.
She has the bedside manner of a glacier. The last few visits, she barely spoke a single word. But she seems to know what she's doing. I can't blame her. Poor woman has to go into strangers' homes and see them at their worsts. I'll make an effort to break the ice, so to speak. I guess this kind of like, it's personal to me too, because my girlfriend works with people with dementia. So every single day she goes to visit people and their families and helps people that suffer from dementia. So she has to do stuff like similar to this. So I'm getting like an extra kind of thing of knowing like what that this nurse is doing and what my girlfriend does every day.
Fancy some tea for your trouble?
Yeah, this nurse does not represent what most nurses are like.
No. My girlfriend's the most bubbly, like happy person when she goes to visit these families and always like gives them help and advice and stuff. So yeah, this is not a perfect representation of that.
No.
No.
Well, I hope you change your mind someday. I have quite a wide selection and...
What is all this?
The nurse was pointing at a journal and a pile of papers on Miss Meadows' desk, full of scribbles and ink stains.
This? Oh, this is where I write.
Right, what?
Oh, it's just an old hobby of mine. I like writing poetry, you see.
Ah.
This character.
I wouldn't dare say I'm good at it, but I enjoy it nonetheless. I got my first one framed by the staircase. It has great sentimental value to me.
I have to go.
Wow, she's like pouring her heart out basically to this character, and she's like, yeah, whatever, I'm
Oh.
done here.
Do take care, and thank you.
Oh, her eyes changed. She's like, oh. She stopped halfway down the stairs. Oh, did she read it? A younger me would have peeked through the door just to see if she liked it. But now, I suppose no one goes through time's ringer and come out the other side unscathed. I'm just glad to be alive. Speaking of which, I should get on this finishing this part. I've been stuck on it for weeks. Heavens forbid it could be my last one. Now let's see I left off at. Time to get writing for this poem. I will draw inspiration from the people I meet today. Being inspired by people will give my writing a more heartfelt backbone, I hope. I need to remember that once I choose a mood, I can't change my mind. Otherwise, I will never finish writing. Let's see that runner earlier today. Sure knows how to linger in one's mind. Which of these feelings does she embody more? Youth. So I get to choose the words that will fit most into those lines. So leave a thought in every heart you happen by, as tea so fondly stains the cup it's in. Oh, so there's actually the correct ones.
There's rhyming ones. These only have like one or two, like one strict option, and then there's ones that are like a matter of flavor. So here, cup and pot both work.
Okay. Oh. There we go. Be warmth that lingers on the fingers held high. The smallest kindness lets their tale begin. So she
I should
writes
go to bed now.
a part of a poem every day.
Yeah.
That
And at the
night,
end, you get to see it all
Miss
assembled
Meadows
together.
had a dream.
Oh, that's cool.
It felt so tangible and slow, as if the air were thick as honey. In that dream, she navigated a dreamscape facsimile of her own home. Suddenly, she was confronted by an aberrant stranger. The stranger had no distinguishing feature, which in itself is not odd. It had no face. From hair to chin, it was bare as smoothed marble. Paralyzed with fear, Miss Meadows could do nothing but stare, and the featureless stranger stared back. The distress of this faceless horror shook Miss Meadows wide awake. As she woke, her dream did that cunning thing all dreams do, and made itself forgotten.
Yeah, we all been there.
By the time Miss Meadows was wide awake and out of her bed, the dream was gone, and the stranger with it.
Yeah, if you don't write it down, it's gone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, as soon as you have a dream that you want to remember, write that down.
Yep.
Remember how Esme encouraged me to write after I showed her my first poem? She helped me overcome my fear of showing my writing to others. I started writing more poetry, then got into prose, and not long after school, I became a news columnist.
That's cool. I like the contrast between the characters being just sketched white and black, and then the actual background and tree and stuff are colored.
Yeah.
My old
The bench
typewriter's
is still there.
around here somewhere.
And this contrast was made to kind of convey that this is a memory.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Oh, so they're like, yeah, I get what you mean.
But that's a good observation.
At first, I only did local news, nothing too important. Then I went national and lived in London for a while. There, I wrote the exposé of the decade.
That's
That
cool.
news story I broke is still talked about today. I'm so proud of it, I got it framed on my wall.
I was about to say, does she have it framed on her wall? It's something that sounds like something she would do.
One success led to another, and soon enough, I was sent to report on events across the world. I remember every city I've been to. All that because I waited for her on that Friday at the park.
It shows you how some things are just meant to happen. Or, yeah, you don't know where you'd be if you weren't in that place at that time.
Someone else might have gotten fed up and
Yeah.
left, or gone to bed quite sour about being
When we were
stood up.
designing Miss Meadows, we knew she was going to be an old lady
Right.
initially. But then we asked ourselves, what kind of old lady? You know, what did she do in the past? What led her to this point in life? And I drew inspiration from an incredibly brave journalist named Nellie Bly. Even if you don't know the name, you might have heard of what made her so famous, which is that back in kind of the backwards days when women could be, interred into psychiatric wards for no reason,
Yeah.
she pretended to be quote unquote insane, just to be admitted into one on purpose, and then reported on the conditions of that hospital from the inside,
Oh, wow.
leading to its eventual shutdown and rewriting of psychiatry as a field.
Wow.
She's an incredible woman.
That's insane. Yeah,
But
she
I
went through
think
those
it helped
lengths.
temper me into the patient woman I am today. Esme was right back then. The good things in life are worth waiting for.
Assuming this is the start of day 2.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Miss Meadows was used to customers walking right in and hearing that bell jingle as they do. What she did not expect to hear, however, was a knock.
Oh, we're gonna get a new character?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is that knocking? That's odd. It's open. Come in.
You all right?
This guy. You alright?
Welcome, young man. You don't have to knock. The sign did say open.
But, miss, your business looks so much like a home, I felt it too bold to just waltz in.
How perceptive of you. It is my house. I just turned this floor into a tea shop is all. I thought people might find it more relaxing that way.
It certainly is. Nevertheless,
This is my favourite
I shall
character
treat
so
your
far.
proprietary space as if I were a
Not
guest in
only
your good
you.
abode.
He's comical but passionate. I like him a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we didn't expect it actually, because this character went through a lot of changes visually and also the story a little bit, the backstory of the character. But also, he is the only person that is not voiced by a British
I see.
person. And we were scared that maybe it will not show compared to other professionals. Also, he's not a professional voice actor. So we were like, ugh. But then everyone loved him.
Okay, yeah.
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 By all means. Are you sure
You can
you
kind of
don't
hear
want
the
to put down your
enthusiasm
backpack?
in that voice.
Yeah.
No, the actor did
Backpack
an
is not
incredible
quite
job.
the term.
He does a great job, I guess.
The bulk of the young man's baggage peeked over his head like a jagged mountain looming over a mustachioed hill. Man-sized freight is perhaps more appropriate.
No need. I got quite used to it.
you can hear the slight twang that he's trying to put on his voice for the Britishness.
Though I will be sitting down so that my luggage no longer tries to introduce me to the floor.
As long as you're comfortable. Tea?
Yes, please. Earl Grey.
Hey, I love
Yeah.
LGT. Extra strong as well.
Coming right up.
Okay, let's make him this Earl Grey tea. So the book said Earl Grey, so you gotta wait for it to go all the way to that. Nice weather, isn't it? Let's do the classic, the classic icebreaker.
Yep.
Certainly a big fan of sunshine myself. It was supposed to rain today, apparently. She had that same option last time.
We mix and match.
Yeah. It makes sense for weather to appear earlier in a kind of ice-breaking conversation.
Yeah. Can't help wondering, what do you have in your backpack? Yeah, let's find out. Mainly books and 2 laptops. I like the sound design in the background. It's not too overpowering with the music in the background. It still kind of fits with the way that the character's playing through the game and you're not getting distracted.
Yeah, the musician we worked with did an incredible job.
Yeah, Malik is incredibly talented, and he had no qualms with saying, because I provided him with references for what every part of the game needed in terms of music, and he had no problem saying, I kind of see what you're going with here, but I suggest otherwise. He kind of give a counter proposal, and it served the game to kind of listen to his expertise and go with it.
Yeah.
Also, the sound is available in streaming services.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Do you have a favorite beverage? Let's see. Tea, coffee, ginger beer. I can't decide. Biscuits? Yes, please. Okay, it's done. Now let's just serve.
Here we are.
Is there a point
Much
in the game where
obliged.
you can overbrew it?
If someone asks for a light brew and then you go over, then yeah.
Oh, okay, I see. Because that was
Yeah.
the strongest you can get in terms of brewiness.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
If
could
that's
have
a
also
word.
alternatively served it too early,
Oh right.
and he wouldn't have liked it as much.
Sounds like
The
she likes it.
spectacled man made no effort to hide the wave of relief and contentment that washed over him as he took a long
You're
sip.
making me want to make a cup of Earl Grey now.
This is simply splendid.
Splendid.
I haven't had tea this good since my trip to Kulukumalai.
Oh, where's that?
Oh my. You've been to Kalukamalai too?
Have I ever? The region of Kerala was where I did my seminal paper
That's,
on
India.
manga ethology.
Oh.
What was your
Paper.
paper on?
The effects of circadian rhythm on the social life of Kerala language. I'm happy to tell you all about them. Just a good hike from the renowned tea farms. Those playful creatures would huddle together at sundown and spend the night grooming one another atop the canopy.
Oh.
But, come morning, they go into a feeding frenzy where they spread out over the blue speckled Nilgiri hills. Langurs avoid each other during the day, for competition over fruit could be so
Day?
fierce, it stands a good chance of escalating to a full-blown brawls.
Oh.
as if they hadn't been cozying up to each other just the last evening, and would have done so again every night. Ah, I imagine, looking at this behavior from above in a time-lapse manner, it would look like as if the hills were breathing monkeys.
The man was simply transported.
That laugh.
Miss Meadows was amused by his infectious passion.
You paint a very vivid picture, Mr.
Adam Oleander, PhD.
Oh, you got to add the PhD.
Yeah.
Adam Oleander.
Oh, there we go. That's even better.
He's so proud of it.
Yeah. With the finger.
Yep.
Apologies. I will address you properly then. Doctor.
That's kind of you. It's a useful thing to have in an emergency. If the emergency involved a charging gorilla or thieving baboons.
My goodness, you're a riot, Doctor.
Forgive my rudeness, Miss
Meadows.
Miss Meadows. I recall you suddenly adding a 2 to your Kulukumalai inquiry. Have you visited?
Oh, it was a long time ago.
Oh, that's cool. They got something in common.
I was reporting on tea farms there. I was a journalist, you see.
Oh.
I am in the presence of an esteemed truth seeker then, and a woman with taste to boot.
Oh, how sweet of you.
When you guys came up with the inspiration for the characters, was it just something that you were just thinking along the lines of like, this is the type of character that we want to make, and then you kind of just drew it, or you took inspiration from people you know, or like yourselves and stuff like that?
My first step was I wanted people who had different opinions on tea to show up. So someone who has never had it before, doesn't like it, someone who is like obsessed with it to the point where they would kind of visit the tea farms in India just out of sheer interest, and then somewhere in the middle, and then you have the nurse who is refusing tea, but maybe not for for some other reason that she hasn't kind of professed yet.
Yeah.
And then from there we move to, well, what kind of quirks do they have? What kind of would make them stand out? That's what got us to kind of like an athlete, son of persona, a scientist, and a few other characters that will show up later. And like Bayan said, this character has gone through multiple changes. Initially, he was supposed to look like have you seen Disney's Tarzan?
Yeah.
Jane's dad, I think his name was called Nebuchadnezzar. It was Ichabod, some kind of weird name like that. But he's like this kind of short expedition-y type of character. Yeah. And our artist was like, yes, this is nice, but it kind of gives colonialist vibes.
It does.
So maybe, try something else. And we ended up with this, who it maintains the same kind of personality, but has a completely different kind of aspects to him.
Yeah.
Kulukumalai is where I source my tippy golden first grade leaves.
Wow.
They are simply incomparable.
Ah, I had a sense this was a pot of bergamot-infused TG-FOP1.
Oh.
Truly remarkable. If only more
He
tea
gets
shops around here.
really technical.
Yeah, I didn't even know what that is. I want to try it though.
Well, you are always welcome
We recommend
here.
it. We tried it actually.
It's all over
you
London.
did?
You can find.
Okay,
am
that's something I'm definitely gonna have
overjoyed
to
to
do.
hear
Oh yeah.
However,
It's
I'm
essentially
not
a grading
staying long,
system.
I'm afraid.
So once you're done with the processing of the tea, you look at what's left. The ones that crumble weren't really strong leaves to begin with, and those end up in kind of tea bags. Ones that maintain a full leaf shape, those are high grade and kind of are sorted separately.
Oh wow, okay. Didn't even
I'm
know
only
that.
staying in England for another week or so. Conferences and so on.
Oh, I used to love conferences. Getting a press badge made me feel special.
Yeah. I have that feeling too when I go to events and I have a cool little badge.
Yeah,
Keen
there's something
knowledge,
about
really.
walking through a door that says authorized personnel only. Like, I'm authorized.
Yeah, I
personnel.
got the badge. You like, look at me, look at me.
Did you find journalism rewarding?
Oh, was it ever? I struggled at the start, for sure. There was an expectation in that industry to comply with certain messaging, shall we say.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for them, I never liked being told what to do. I was even fired for it once.
She sounds like that type of character.
Goodness.
But then I made my big break. It was validating to see that holding on to my principles, painful as it was worth it.
And what principles are those?
The truth must be revealed exactly as you find it, without embellishments for anyone's benefit.
Spoken like a true journalist.
With that, I must concur.
I like the finger. Yes.
Some members of the scientific community were
Indubitably.
found accused of misconduct, similar to what you say you were expected to commit. They are desperate enough for accolades that they fake data or twist it to serve their needs. It causes more harm than good. Pure selfishness is what it comes down to.
Precisely.
But please, continue. How does your career relate to your journey with tea?
Well, after my big news story, you see, I was getting requests to cover news all over the Isles, and later on, the rest of the world.
I like
That's
that
how
she
got
can
to
get
know
along
tea so intimately,
with
by flying around
multiple
and
different
trying all sorts.
characters and personalities, and still somewhat like resonate or relate to them as her own character.
I have no doubt you did us all proud.
Yeah.
That's a keen observation, yeah.
That's
She
sweet
was
of you
supposed to be
say,
the kind of person
Doctor.
who... And you noticed how, even though she was pouring her heart out to the nurse, who was clearly not reciprocating, she kept trying anyway.
Yeah. So she still has that kind of like, she doesn't break character because that's who she truly is, even when she's not trying to be anything else.
Say, the conference
Yeah,
you're here
even
for,
in our
what's
theme
it about
description,
anyway?
we wrote one of the features is you play as a nice lady.
Yeah.
And the nice is not optional.
No. You're consistently always nice because that's all she knows.
Oh, that? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. You'll think I'm having a laugh.
You having a laugh?
Please, go on. I won't.
We had a hard time
Well,
making a game about
if you
Britain,
insist.
not being British ourselves.
Yes.
There was, when we had someone revise our script, the first thing they noticed was like, they don't call it high school here, it's secondary school.
Yeah.
I'm like, obviously, but we completely missed that.
Yeah, we had to get the script
Looked
script
over.
consultant.
Yeah. Change up some of the vocabulary and use of words.
I am here to attend a conference on recent discoveries on type 2 diabetes.
Oh, my fact was that my brother and my mum have diabetes.
In domesticated fauna.
Oh,
Pets can get diabetes.
It's sad, isn't it? Roaming the wilderness, they are at nature's mercy. But at home, they are at ours, including our terrible eating habits. Can't blame them. It's easy to take well-being for granted.
Pardon me for asking, but your research seemed more focused on wild animals rather than pets.
Keen of you to notice. You see, I'm not so much interested in pet diabetes myself, heartbreaking as it is.
oh wow.
But if you must know, I do have ulterior motives.
Oh,
What do you mean?
You see, the board at my institute will be attending.
the music's changed.
Loath I am to admit, those jackanapes get the final say on which research team gets funding, and how much.
Oh, it's always the way.
A big say, that is. And they don't seem to find my kind of research quite so fashionable as to deserve any more funding.
Oh, well, I'm sorry they're giving you trouble.
No, it's quite all right. This is
The
not the first
question
time
you
we've
asked
got more
earlier
funding,
about
and it will not be
how
the
we
last.
design the characters,
Yeah.
in addition to kind of picking their stance on tea and so on, we also asked ourselves what kind of personal problem are they having,
Yeah.
or kind of struggle, and that guided us in terms of like, someone wouldn't kind of tell you what personal quarrels or issues they're having right off the bat. You kind of have to ease into it at first and show yourself to be trustworthy. And with the first character and her snotty little brother. It that was just kind of a facade for a much bigger problem that will show up later.
Right.
And that's the same case for him as well. And so people, I've noticed, they try to show when you show yourself to be trustworthy, they kind of do a test of like dipping their toes and giving you a little problem first, seeing how you react and how supportive you can be, and then they can start being more open.
Yeah, it's always interesting how, well, especially how you've made the characters and the dialogue tree, and trying to get to know them but not be too forceful, and allow the characters to kind of go back and forth with their dialogue and share their experiences or who they are as a person, and it not feel forced.
My attendance at this
To
conference
mention
is
also
precisely
that
because
you
I
have
wish to
interest
persuade them to
in
reconsider.
animals.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
there
love
you go.
animals.
And also personal, just kind of like interest as well, that comes out of the
Also, yeah. Also, he is a PhD student.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not so kind of attached to my fields. It's kind of like I just want to get the degree anyway.
Right.
I would love to be like a field scientist like he is. I'm more like a lab kind of sit down and computer kind of thing, which is not as exciting.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
It worked before, and it will again.
I admire your enthusiasm.
Besides, the world's not got much to lose if I don't get my funding. People's lives don't get any better for having known the circadian rhythm of lowland gorillas, or the play habits of young capuchins.
Miss Meadows sighed empathetically. She could hear the man's passion for what he does being stifled by something deeper. The awkward silence clung to the walls like mold. Miss Meadows knew she had to do something.
Be assertive.
In that case, you should really give it to them.
Yeah.
Be assertive.
Huh.
They represent a funding body for research. You are a researcher. By all rights, that money is yours.
True.
I see where you're coming from, but these matters require a bit of delicacy. If they reject my proposal this time, there's nothing I can do.
Then make your proposal very difficult to reject.
Exactly.
From what I hear, you put yourself in a great deal of danger to document your discoveries. You put blood and sweat into a pursuit you deeply care about. Make that passion plainly visible, the same way you did telling me about your work just now.
Yeah.
They can't say no to that. Assuming they're not pocketing that money for themselves.
No, they wouldn't.
She's so good at giving advice.
Well, you're right. I will consider your approach.
And you had multiple approaches to it.
Yeah.
Well, Doctor, the way I see it, were it not for your research, you and I would not be having this delightful conversation.
So?
And if I still had it in me to travel, I would have loved to join you on your expeditions. See? That's one old person's life you've made better already.
Oh, miss. You're far too kind. I've been meaning to ask. You have quite the menagerie gathered on that shelf back there.
Here we go.
These are my little treasures. Do any of them stand out to you in particular?
So
because a lot of these ornaments and collectibles come from different cultures, we consulted with people from those cultures. Some London-based, so it was very convenient. Some kind of remotely. When we asked about the yerba mate, which is like the cups from Argentina, one of them actually sent us back an essay,
wow.
which was very, and we wanted to be as authentic and respectful as possible.
Yeah, of course, yeah. So got 1, 2, 3, 4 more. That's really, really cool.
With 2 stories each, that's 8, and the turtles 1 story, so that's 9.
Oh wow. Oh, that's really, really cool.
Definitely not Skokie.
Yeah.
We cut out.
We got out a lot. Because when we made the game, or when we decided to make the game, we did not think about voice acting. We didn't even consider it.
Right.
It was just halfway through we decided, I think it would be cool to add voice acting. So we said, okay, let's try to email Bithan to voice Meadows, and if we got her, then we'll find people for the rest. But if we didn't get her, then let's just make it without acting.
It
so
definitely...
she replied in 2 days.
Oh, in a few days.
2 days.
2 days. Wow.
Yeah. It felt so. Yeah.
It was really lovely. She's really nice person. I hope we work with her again one day. She's actually based in London, so we met at a tea shop.
Oh, perfect.
We showed her the game and elaborated on the character and the concept. And yeah, she was on.
She must have really resonated with the character, or like how when you were talking about the game that you wanted her to be part of, she must have really liked the idea and was on board of it straight away.
Yes. And she's also remarkably athletic. She biked over, which she I'm not saying she's like old, but I know a lot of people who would prefer the kind of the convenient way of getting around, but she says she makes a point of doing it the hard way.
Yeah.
And when we were recording, it was actually summer, and she has her own booth built into her home, and it gets so hot in there that she would have to occasionally like kind of pause recording, open and kind of take a deep breath, and kind of sometimes took some breaks because there wasn't like these kind of audio installations can get really stuffy.
Yeah, it must be difficult for voice actors when they have a schedule or anything like that, and they gotta be consistent and also try and produce the best work that they can in the circumstances that they're in. But yeah, I like that there's multiple options for the player to choose from. You're not just given the next one to you, so you can kind of play the game in which pattern you like. So if I didn't choose, I guess, one of these, and then I would have to have waited until I chose the next one again. So yeah, I like that. You have that.
It's the least we can do for a visual novel.
yeah, exactly, yeah. And like you were saying with the visual novels, and like I said at the beginning, having a voice actors that are reading the lines for you, and although your game would probably still work even if there wasn't any voice acting, I think it fits so much more better and works really well with the type of characters you want the players to feel something for. Sometimes you'll read something in your own voice or in your head, but you won't get that feeling or that sentimental feeling from the way that the characters reading those lines in their voice. So it works so well.
It turned out way better than we expected.
Yeah, we had fortunately all of them were open to being personally directed as they were recording, because exactly like you said, sometimes you would read text and get the wrong inflection or the wrong feeling, and that's where I could jump in and say, would you mind saying that again, but imagine you're kind of choking on tears or something, and that helped tremendously because then everything is conveyed exactly as was intended.
Yeah, but I think this is a perfect place for us to stop here, so we can allow the players to explore their options and what ornament or object they would want to choose next. Otherwise, I'd be here all day playing and watching through and listening to all of the other new characters that's gonna come in your game. But I've had a really lovely time getting to know the characters, Miss Meadows, and a lovely little tea shop. It's a interesting mix of gameplay with making the tea, and going to her house and reading about things about a character. There's not much games out there or that I've played recently where I've taken more time into genuinely wanting to get to know a character. Most times you're just playing a game and you're just going through it, but the pace of your game really allows the player to experience what they're going through and who they are, but also allowing the player to actually have their own voice at the same time, which is really important.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think Omar did an incredible job writing it.
Yeah. And all of the writing and everything was done yourself through just trial and error and understanding the dialogue between characters and all of that.
I think that was the hardest part actually in the game. That one took the most time and took the most thinking, and we did a little bit of playtesting as well. Well, a lot of playtesting, but I mean, it's really hard to playtest a story.
Yeah.
But you actually need to at some point, to a certain extent, just to see if it's coming across the intended way, and if it's not boring.
Yeah.
Also, sometimes we think something does not work, and then it turns out it works perfectly. For example, this second character, this was a lot of text. It was a lot of text, and as we were writing it, or as he was writing it, and I'm putting the writing on the code, like that's a lot. And he wanted to change his personality to make him less chatty,
Yeah.
and I said no, because we don't have time as a producer. Also,
Yeah.
it didn't matter, and we were surprised. It turned out it's the people's favorite character. They did not feel he was chatty at all.
No. I didn't feel that most dialogue in video games, especially ones that don't have any narration or voice lines, is that most of the time you just kind of skip through. But with this one, I feel like because he's a character that's already having a conversation with someone that you're playing, you want to know what they're saying. And like you said, with playtesting and that, I guess there's obviously still bugs that you guys need to work through and stuff like that and fix. But I guess the most important thing is when people are playtesting your game is making sure that what you want them to feel or portray whilst experiencing your game is exactly how you are intending it to be. And I definitely felt that just through playing the short amount that I have, feeling connected with Miss Meadows and her experiences through life. So yeah, it's been wonderful playing your game.
Thank you. I don't know. I don't want to overstep with time, but
no, that's fine.
Thank you. The conversations are, if I may get a little bit philosophical, can be a bit challenging to portray in a fictional sense, even if this fiction was kind of contemporary and no kind of fantastical elements involved. Because, kind of in a layperson's terms, the conversation is kind of words going back and forth. But that's not really enough to make it feel natural. And even I struggle to make these feel natural, with dialogue options involved. This is not a spoiler, but one example is there's a character at one point who will say something, and your Meadows' character can choose to either kind of drop the subject or kind of pursue it a little bit. If you drop the subject, she's like, okay, well, fine, thank you, and then we move on and the day ends. You could choose to pursue it, and it leads to a very long debate with a lot of dialogue options, some consequential even, and that's all missable if you decide to kind of drop it. And what I was hoping to train people when playing these games is, whenever you play something like Mass Effect or something, you always use the friendliest and kind of the nicest option. But here, I want people to feel brave enough to do the opposite and choose something that's a bit more prickly, but leads to something a lot more interesting.
Yeah, I definitely felt that, and I was already thinking, just off reference, my experience playing games like Mass Effect, where there are so many different dialogue options to choose from, and obviously the consequences that come with choosing specific choices. So the same way in your game, I obviously haven't experienced it yet, the consequences of my choices yet with the dialogue options that happen, but I'm sure that as the game goes on, like he was explaining, you know, you will have those moments where you're like, oh, maybe I should have chosen the other, I should have said the other thing instead, because now I've affected the person and the way their dialogue's going in this different type of way.
Yeah.
Well, let us know which ending you get.
Yeah, 100%. I can't wait to continue playing your game and learn about all of the other characters that are yet to come in. But obviously, if you guys do want to check out this game yourselves, I will leave a link in the description to go and get it yourself, and try it out, and let me know what you guys think. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you guys come and join me for another episode of While We Play. So yeah, thanks for allowing me your time to play your wonderful game.
Thank you.
Any last words, guys?
Yes, the Disco Elysium narrator, Nunval Brown, is one of the characters in our game. We never got a chance to meet them in game, but go check it out. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. All right, well, thank you so much, guys, for watching this episode of While We Play. We'll be back again for another episode very, very soon. But yeah, I appreciate you guys joining me, and if you want to see more of these kind of videos, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. And yeah, we'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.
Bye.